I think we can get started here. Thank you everybody for joining us for our installation of officers and honoring last year's officers. It's going to be a fun day and we're looking forward to it. So our meeting is started. We even have the bell today. If everybody could stand and join me in our Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag.
United States of America,
Republic,
for which it stands,
one
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Amen.
And if our Rotarians could stay in our four-way of the things we say or do, first is the truth. Third will instill goodwill and benefit, fourth will be
Official to all concerned.
Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, son. I would like to introduce our special guest today. With us today, we have Pat Myers. She's our district governor for the 2021 year. Welcome, Pat.
Hey.
We also are honored to have Jim McKee, past district governor. Welcome, Jim.
Thank you.
We also have Bob Prevett, who is also our past district governor. Welcome, Bob.
How you doing, Bob?
We have Beverly Skrzinski, also our past district governor. Welcome, Beverly.
Hey, Beverly.
And we also have Bruce DeBerry, our assistant district governor. Welcome, Bruce.
Steve, you have another past district governor, Dave Strzynski, is with you also.
Who's with us?
Dave Strzynski, past district governor. Bev Sutton.
Welcome, Dave. Hi, Dave. It's great that we have so many people, but I keep going to have to scroll around. Welcome, David. Thank you. And anyone I've missed, please bring it to our attention. I want to bring up some of our other guests that are non-Rotarians. I have with me my family, Debbie, Nicole Baginski, Amanda Baginski. Welcome. And we also have Becky Melia with us today, too.
Welcome.
Oh my gosh, and I have my mom here. How could I forget my mommy? Welcome, Mom. And now I'd like to go around the room. Anybody else that has somebody with them that they would like to introduce, please unmute themselves and please introduce them. Jim, what's your dog's name?
My dog's name is Mia, M-I-A.
Okay, that's a special guest, huh?
Yes.
Missing in action.
Okay.
Steve, we also have a visiting president-elect from Chagrin Highlands with us today, Bruce Shermer.
Welcome, Bruce.
Oh, Bruce.
Okay. Anybody else want to introduce anybody? Okay, beautiful. Now, following our Rotary tradition, I'd like to invite Joe Clark to give our Rotary toast.
All right. Hopefully you all have a beverage. If you would please stand and join me in a toast. And we are raising our glasses to the office of the President of the United States, to our new Rotary International President, Holger Knack, and to our past President of Nordonia Hills Rotary, John Bosco. Raise a toast. Here.
Yay!
Thank you, and please be seated.
Thank you, Joe. I would like to invite John Graves to give our invocation. John?
Let's all be in a humble spirit of prayer. Gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for the ability to meet here today. We're grateful for our past international, district, and club leadership, especially the presidency of John Bosco. We're grateful, dear God, that he was successful in raising our membership, in increasing our foundation resources, and in making our Rotary Club more fun. Dear God, help us to give us the strength and the wisdom to continue to follow your will and to follow the four-way test. We ask these things in your holy name, O God. Amen.
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 Thank you so much, John. Now let's get right to it. I'd like to introduce two-time past president of our club, Robin Budzinski, and also my father. Welcome, Robin. Robin will be installing me as president of Nordonia Hills Rotary. Robin, are you ready? I'm ready. I was born ready.
Steve Budzinski, you've been elected to the office of the president of the Rotary Club of Nordonia Hills.
Yes, I am.
Please repeat after me, buddy.
I,
Steve Budzinski,
do
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of the president of the Rotary Club of Nordonia Hills.
I will faithfully execute the office of the Rotary Club of Nordonia Hills.
I will do the best of my ability to give support to the governor,
To the best of my ability to give support to the governor
and to the Rotary International,
and to the Rotary International,
and I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws of my club.
and I will uphold the constitutional bylaws of our club.
Congratulations. Let me continue now. There we go, son. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Now you're off the hook, John. I'd now like to invite Pam Myers. She is going to install our
Thank you very much. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
I want to first congratulate past District Governor John Bosco on his extremely successful year as president of the Nordonia Hills Rotary Club. John, your leadership and heart for service made a big difference in the lives of so many this year, and I know every year you have. So you're totally unselfish in giving, and all you do, sharing all of the Rotary Club service projects, not just for Nordonia, but for all the other clubs on Facebook. And I know you're not going to be real happy to hear me say these things. You'll probably scold me, but always are inspiring each of us every day, even taking time to guide and support me while I've been learning my role as district governor. You're my model of kindness and integrity. And I just want to say thank you, John, for sharing you with all of us. So thank you for your leadership as president. To the following Rotary Club of Nordonia Hills incoming officers, directors, and chairs, President-elect Latif Safour, Vice President Jacob Carnot, Past President John Bosco, Secretary Debbie Zetlow, Assistant Secretary Peggy Spraggins, Treasurer Tim Ballas, with co-chairs John Graves and Matt Gogler, Sergeant of Arms Carl Lorienti, Foundation Chair Robin Bujenski, Public Relations Chair Julie D. Elioso. You have been elected to important positions in the administration of the Nordonia Hills Rotary Club. This is an indication of your fellow Rotarians' esteem and confidence in each of you. They also believe, as a leader, that you will uphold the high traditions of your club, of service to your community, to each other, and to carrying forward the vision and goals of Rotary. Will you fulfill the responsibilities of your office to the best of your abilities and in accordance with the Constitution and bylaws of this club? If you will, please say, "I will."
I will.
You'll have to unmute.
I will.
I will.
I will.
I will.
I hereby declare you the officers of the Nordonia Rotary Club. Thank you all for serving.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. John, I'm not sure if you want to say a few words, but just let me know. Give me a wave if you're up to it.
Steve, I'm really not up to it. I just want to thank everybody for helping me have a fantastic year. I think this is the greatest Rotary Club in the whole world. I'm just so proud of all the new members and all the older members, and I just can't say enough of how fantastic this year was for me, and I hope it was for everybody else. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Steve, this is Jacob Carno. Can I say something real quick?
Absolutely, Jacob.
All right, thank you. One thing that I do want to know is I was initially brought into this club after meeting John and Steve at the business expo that the Chamber of Commerce put in. And from the second that I met John and Steve, I knew that these were the people that I wanted to surround myself around. I started to get to know everyone in the group, and I can say wholeheartedly that that's the reason why I am still in this group. So my appreciation for everything that John has done in his time as president, all of the roles that everyone has taken in making this club what it is today, I can't even begin to explain the appreciation I have for all of you. So I just want to say thank you, and I look forward to taking on the roles of the vice president.
Thank you so much, Jacob. Those are great words. Some words that mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to ask our Jim McKee, our past district governor, and good friend of John Bosco, to say a few words about our outgoing president. Jim?
Thank you, Steve. You know, I'll tell you, I really consider this a great honor to congratulate John on this year and your club. I was fortunate enough to be asked to be a part of the beginning of the year when we all had the high expectations that our great, and I mean that with all sincerity, our great leader John was going to take the reins of the club again, and see what would happen. And we had such a great send-off. I was so happy to be a part of it. And the expectations were there. And the expectations have been met. You know, John, you know, I like to kid him because I've known John for 40 years. I like to kid him, you know, he had a tough start. You know, there's really high expectations when you're named after a saint. You've got a high way to go. And becoming a Rotarian in 1975, you know, he was only at 31 years old, and being the president of a club, you know, not once or twice, but now 3 times. and sprinkling that in with all the trips and all the things he's done to make Rotary, to help Rotary work. What makes Rotary work is that people have, I like this quote, the great leaders don't set out to be a leader, they set out to make a difference. It's never about the role, it's always about the goal. And what John has taught us and shown us this year is that when you set lofty goals and work toward them, look how much you can accomplish. And the Nordonia Hills Club is just the finest example in our district this year of growing the club and bringing new people in and new leadership. And when we bring new people in, we rise to another level. And John has done that because by sharing his knowledge, his experience, and mostly his enthusiasm and his big heart, he's led your club to just being in a great place going forward. And Steve, with your leadership now, I know John can smile a great big smile that he's not only set a good course, but the club is heading in just the greatest direction. I'm just happy to be here and to take part. And thank you, John, for your friendship, your leadership, and all you've done to make Rotary the organization we all want to be a part of.
Thank you so much, Jim. Thank you so much, Jim. Very appreciated. I'd like to invite Bruce DeBerry to say, our Assistant District Governor, to say a couple words. Bruce?
Thank you, Steve. For the past 3 years, I've really enjoyed getting to know John Graves, Diana Colavecchio, John Bosco, and it's been very encouraging watching you this past few months, Steve, get ready to take over your position in Rotary. I have to echo everything that you guys are one of the most impressive clubs that I've been able to be involved with, especially when you think about Northeast Ohio district with 53 different clubs, and you're now one of 53 presidents taking over. But that's not all. The 1.2 million members worldwide, there's 35,000 clubs throughout the world. That's some pretty lofty stuff that you're in, 1 out of 35,000. And this is going to be a great year for you. I look forward to working and seeing it. But out of all of those clubs, this is even more special when you can make it a family affair. Robin, congratulations. It's a great success, I think, in seeing Steve follow in your footsteps. There's a question that I was asked a few years back of when did you become a Rotarian? And since this is a family affair, I'm not going to ask you how soon you knew Steve was going to be a Rotarian, but it's going to be a good year. And as things change, the clock is ticking, Steve. You've got 1 year, and I know when it's your turn to retire, Latif is going to step up, and he is going to do a great job as well. I look forward to working with everybody on a continuing and ongoing basis. And congratulations again, Steve. Good luck in the new year. As we're all facing the coronavirus shutdowns, as the little header thing says up here, Rotary is opening doors and opportunities. And I know that you will find a way to succeed during this time using that opening rather than shutdown that many people in the world are facing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bruce. Okay, now I'd like to invite Pat Myers, our district governor. I know you said a few words already. Did you have anything else to say, Pat?
Well, I'm honored to be here, and I'm looking at Dave and Bev up there on my screen and thinking, I'll bet they're wanting to say something to this great club too as well. But I can relinquish some of my time. Oh, okay. But I truly am proud of this club. I'm very proud of what you've done this year. I've loved sitting in when I could to some of the meetings and seeing everyone. I have this vision behind me because I see this club doing just that, living out the vision and the values that Rotary has held to all these 115 years of fellowship, integrity, diversity, service. And I just have to thank all of the leaders, including the charter members that are still very on this call today, for taking action to create lasting change across the globe and in your communities and within yourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Pat. Thank you. With that, I would like to invite John, and maybe it's on Becky on behalf of John, to present the Rotarian of the Year that John Bosco has selected for us. You can stand right here.
Hello, thank you, everyone. What an honor and a privilege to be here today. On behalf of John, his other half, his better half, as some might say, but we are a team. And okay, okay, all right, wonderful. Do I need to speak into this? Okay. You know, I love the comments. Thank you so much. I know I'm speaking for John when I tell you that everyone on this, attending this meeting today, everyone involved in the Nordonia Hills Club has inspired him to be the leader that he was and, you know, accomplish what he did, because all of you inspired him to just embrace the position and the task at hand this past year. John is Mr. Rotary, right, as everyone knows. He lives, eats, and breathes it. He is very selfless in his approach to life. He wants to do the right thing and wants, you know, possesses that servant type attitude. While this was a very difficult decision for him, because he feels he's just surrounded, as he mentioned earlier, by just the cream of the crop. Just one after another Rotarians that are exemplified, you know, what this award brings as well. He's so appreciated, everyone rising to the occasion. But I think what he did feel strong about, and his thoughts led him to Steve Kujenski. Steve, if you will come over, please. Tough moment. When John got diagnosed this year, in March with the cancer diagnosis, unfortunately, that put a screeching halt to a lot of things in his activities. Steve stepped up to the plate, as you all know, without a break in his step or his stride, and just assumed the duties prematurely as the club president. And we, again, in unison, are very grateful for that. Your support, your encouragement, your spirit and personality has just kept this club going with the same momentum. And John wanted to present you with the Rotarian of the Year Award.
Thank you so much, Becky. I'm humbled. I really am, because it's something I felt I needed to do.
Of course you did.
That's what
Hence the award.
That is what a Rotarian does. And I'm very humbled and thank you for the honor. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Happy to be here today to present it to you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Becky. Well, I was going to show this to the Rotarian of the Year, that we're going to put their name on it. So I guess that will be me. Thank you, John. I can't thank you enough. I'm very humbled by the gesture. Thank you. John, did you want to add anything?
Steve, I don't think I could ever add anything to the way Becky presented that today. It was so well deserved on your part, and I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for the club this year. So thanks again, Steve.
Thank you, John. And Becky, thank you very much. That was very heartfelt. Thank you. With that being said, as the new president of Donny Hills Rotary, I would like to address everybody. And the first thing I would like to do is also thank John Bosco and his team of officers for the fantastic year that you had. It just goes beyond recognition. You know, a lot of people may not be aware that John also jumped into duty at the last minute because our current president-elect at that time also had to leave because of some health concerns. And we had no president going into last year, and John immediately jumped in and said, I'll do it. You know, without hesitation, he accepted the job and he took off running. With the help of the membership chair in our committee, Phil Klingenberg, 14 new members. According to John Reyes, last year's governor, that's by far more than anybody else in our district. And that alone is just a huge accomplishment, John. And I can't commend you enough. I just thrilled to have all these new members and diverse. Everybody that's with us now has just made the club just so much fun. With our district grant, we built a beautiful pavilion at Veterans Memorial Park. It's just a beautiful job. Like Builders helped us with that, and it just came out so great. And if anybody hasn't walked through that park, they need to, because it's just gorgeous. We brought back the dictionary project for third graders. A lot of people thought it wasn't a good idea, John, because they said, we got the internet. Why do the third graders need a dictionary? But I'll tell you what, when you saw those third graders with that dictionary in their hands and how proud they were that this book was theirs, and they embraced it. It made me realize this was a great idea that you had. We will definitely be doing it again and carrying on that tradition. You worked with the city of Macedonia to bring another fundraiser to us, the Craft Beer and Food Truck Festival. Ended up being a great fundraiser for our club. And in fact, we ran out of beer. It was so good. And we're certainly not going to let that happen again. We hope to have that fundraiser for years to come. Speaking of fundraisers, we're with Dave Fike in our reverse raffle committee. We had our best reverse raffle we ever had. And a lot had to do with your input, John. Thank you so much. Worked with Joe Clark, we developed in our service committees. We had some of the best service, community service prizes that we've ever had, working with our senior citizens, with serving them lunch. Emergency Assistance Center, the project we had going on with them, it just kept us involved with the community. It was just fabulous. Not to mention the Monsters hockey game that Joe helped us put together. It was a great fundraiser for us, and it was a game that never happened, but everyone that donated refused to give the money back, and it was a great fundraiser for us. Nice job on that one. Derek Mercer in our safety town, we noticed that it was starting to get run down, and we got a process going on right now that we're going to beautify our safety town and make it look like brand new again, and hopefully have a safety town come August, and that place is going to look as beautiful as it can be. John, you know what? These are just a few of these projects that you put together and a few of your accomplishments. But you know what? Above all, we had fun. And that's one thing that you preached as soon as you took over, John, is we will have fun. And John, we have been having fun, haven't we? To show a small gratitude of appreciation, John, I'd like to present a gift certificate to one of your favorite restaurants. I know you like Casa, so I hope you'll enjoy this, and I certainly hope that you will share it with Becky. She's looking hungry too. And you know what? John, we can't forget the women by your side. We all know how important Becky has been to you and to our club. So Becky, I hope you will accept this bottle of wine because I know you like wine. And these flowers with a token of appreciation.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Yes. You have something, Carl? No, good. Okay, now my plans for the upcoming year. My plans are simple. John's been a great mentor to me, and I'm going to follow in his footsteps. You know what we're going to do? We're going to have fun. Okay? We're going to continue to support our veterans, and we applied for a grant for a memorial at the Veterans Memorial Park, and we're going to continue to work there and support our veterans until that park is done. As I mentioned before, it's a beautiful, beautiful facility that our veterans are putting together there, and I'm glad that our club is a part of it. And again, if nobody has walked through that park, you need to. It is just turning out to be gorgeous. It's like a living memorial to our soldiers. You look, and I can't wait till all 13 monuments are there, because you look at the monuments, you look at all the memorials that are there, you look at the brand new pavilion. There's a lot of other clubs that have picnic tables there. It's turning into a fabulous park, and it's something that we can be proud of, and it's something that you need to go look at. We're going to continue to work with Safety Town. As mentioned, under John's tenure, we started fixing it up again, and we're going to continue to do that. And when we're done, Safety Town's going to look brand new. It's something we can be proud of, teaching our kids how to be safe. We're going to continue to grow our club. As mentioned, John grew this club with 14 new members, which was phenomenal. I hope I can be as good and do the same. John showed us how we can do that. One way, we just get out in the community, and when people see us out there having fun, people start asking us about, well, who are you guys? Well, we're the Rotary Club under Downey Hills. That's who we are. Well, you guys look like you have fun. Damn right, we always have fun. And when you get out in the community like that, and you show that you're doing good, and you show that you're making a difference, a good person just wants to be a part of that. That is, I truly believe that it creates memberships, and that's how John was successful doing that. And I really appreciate John showing us how. We're also going to do more for our special needs community. God has given us these special people in our lives for a reason. My daughter Amanda has shown me and taught me so much on how these special people should be treated. We need to create more events for our special needs community. And we're going to do this by working with the schools, the churches, the city, and our community to help us develop some good events for our special needs kids and adults. We'll continue to develop community service projects. Joe Clark and John did a great job. We know it's going to be more difficult right now because with this pandemic going on, we're going to have to think of new ways and creative ways of doing this. But we will not let this pandemic stop us. We're going to continue to develop ways of helping our people in our community, our seniors, especially those in need because of this pandemic. Again, we will not let the pandemic slow us down. And lastly, we're going to get more involved with our Interact Club. The junior high has one, or the middle school, and now we know that the high school is also developing an Interact Club. We're going to work with the high school and get them more involved with our club and put together a committee to make that happen. Those are just a few of my goals, and there's going to be more to come. You know, I want to tell you a little story. Recently, I was standing around with a few of my buddies, and we were talking, and being the Rotarian, I was talking up Rotary, trying to recruit some members. And one of them asked, Steve, why did you become a Rotarian? And my brother Dave jumped in. He said, Dad made you. Well, anybody knows my father. He's a Rotarian through and through. And sure, he was trying to persuade me to join in Rotary. But to be honest, it didn't take much persuasion. I've always liked to help people. You know, I'm the kind of guy that's driving down the road and somebody's stranded, I pull over to help them out. Someone's stuck in a ditch in a snowstorm, I'm pulling out my tow strap and I'm yanking them out of the ditch. I see the neighbor with their hood up and I'm walking over there, hey, how can I help you out? You know, and let's see if I got some tools over here, let's see if we can fix it, you know. That's just who I am, so Rotary fit for me, because that's what Rotary is all about. You know, because Rotary is the most unique club in the world. We have 1.2 million members around the world, and that's what it's all about. It's about helping people. And we welcome all races, all genders, all religions. Politics doesn't matter. We just want to work as a team to make this world a better place. That's why I joined Rotary, and I thank everybody for showing the confidence in me to lead this club, and I promise you I will not let you down. Thank you.
I'll get up and clap for him.
Now, with that being said, if anybody has anything to add, you're more than welcome to at this time. You have to unmute yourself if you'd like. If not, I appreciate you attending our installation. We'd like to celebrate our past accomplishments, and it's just so great to welcome in the new officers. And I want to let everybody know that next week we will be taking the week off for the July 4th holiday. So everybody enjoyed that, but we will be right back at work on July 14th. We have a club meeting that Tuesday at noon, and our speaker will be Stephanie Urchik. She will be the chair of Rotary International Executive Committee for the 2020-2021 season. So please attend that, and so we can welcome Stephanie and hear what she has to say. No. One last thing that we would like to do. If John was here, I'd be asking John to do this, but in his place, our two-time Rotary, Nordonia Hills Rotary president.
On behalf of our club, I'm proud to present you with our gavel.
And now I have the gavel. Meeting adjourned. Thank you, everybody.